Hello everybody, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. Newcastle Fans TV. Yes, hello everyone, I'm currently in just outside of Sheffield. Long day in the services, and I couldn't do the last word outside the Emirates because the wind is just horrendous outside there, so wouldn't make it great quality. So thought, get the match reaction out, get the vlog out, and then we'll do the last word. So you're probably wondering, where am I? What am I having? Well, Diet Pepsi, some water for later. I've got some chips. That's the only positives. I am right in the bad mood today because everything's going wrong at home. We've got more snow. We've got no power after 2 days. We've got a 4-year-old who's ill and hasn't got a clue what's going on. So, got that to deal with when I get home. However, enough of my worries. Newcastle United, let's talk about that. And so this is the last word. We'll hear from Eddie Howe a little bit later, but let's begin with the lineups. What Newcastle went with, and Eddie Howe made a couple of surprise changes, didn't he? Of course, the big one being Martin Dubravka was back in goal, which I think most Newcastle fans would have wanted. But Ryan Fraser was playing right wing back, which he has done for Scotland in the past. And then Emil Kraft came in, which probably surprised me the most. I thought Fernandes might come in, but it was Emil Kraft who came in at the back, and the rest of the team was pretty much picking itself with Shelvey and Willock and then the attacking three. Arsenal, on the other hand, with the big question was who's going to replace Saka, and Odegaard come in as well. Look, the attacking wise, they're very, very strong, but having looked back at the game, and I was effing and blinding on the match reaction because it was instant, it was raw. I was so upset with, I think it's because with Steve Bruce, right, I was just used to parking the bus, and I think I expected a little bit more from Newcastle going forward. I think that's probably why I was a bit more upset. Probably also the fact that things that are happening back at home, which I cannot control, just had a knock-on effect. So apologies if anyone is offended, but that's how I express when I'm unhappy, effing and stuff, because it's natural for me. Some people might not like it, but that's just the way I am, and I won't change that. Let's get into the game. Really, in the first half, if you looked at the first half and summarised it, apart from the John Joe Shelvey chance, which, let's face it, was a great hit by Shelvey and a fantastic save by Ramsdale to push it on the bar, did Newcastle threaten? Did they? No, not really. Arsenal had going, I'm probably doing these chances backwards. Aubameyang open goal, which he missed. Before that, they had the free kick. Tomiyasu went just wide. Saka had a chance as well. So they had better of the chances, and they were ending the first half a lot stronger as well. And I just wanted the lads to get it in half time and thinking, do you know what? Get it in half time. It's all right. Newcastle keeping a clean sheet, which we haven't done all season. But coming into that second half, that's what it frustrated me, because Arsenal scored, what was it, about 10 minutes into the second half, and I think it was coming. I thought Newcastle might come out with a different side. First of all, in the second half, Eddie Howe will get them in. And by the way, it was great to see Eddie Howe. It really was, and I think he will do great things for us. I'm still confident that he will. I wanted Eddie Howe in. I've got on record in saying that. I went on the overlap and said it. But I just felt, today, I felt a little bit let down. I know it's his first game. I know it's against top opposition. And I know games against Arsenal, games against Spurs, Man United, stuff aren't going to define our season. It's beating the teams around us, which we'll come on to a little bit later. But I just felt, as soon as I went 1-0 down, I just felt, are Newcastle really going to get into this? I didn't feel like that. I didn't have any confidence, because the front three today for Newcastle were shocking. All of them. Joe Linton was poor, ASM was poor, Wilson was poor. But as I say, the goal that came, that Saka scored, Emil Kraft is all over the place, not even following him. If you watch the goal back, it's a 1-2. Kraft just doesn't basic marking and follow his man. It's basic stuff. And he finishes bottom low. Maybe Dubravka should come out and smother and, make his body big and what have you. But that's got to go down to Emil Kraft for me. And again, it's another goal conceded. And there's been loads of them this season out wide inside our box. We just cannot defend that ball. You cannot. And again for the second goal. As soon as the second goal went in, I said on the match vlog, game hour. And it's a strange one, because as the balls loop through, Martinelli's just literally came on the pitch, and Richie decides to run off out wide, leaving Lascelles to pick it up. Lascelles is like, whoa, wait a minute, he's already passed me, and then he's great finish, side foots it, 2-0 Doon. Communication between the two of them again. There's so many poor defenders. And under Rafa will look brilliant with the same defence, and maybe they've aged, maybe Rafa got the best out of them. That's probably what it is. Rafa got the best out of them. A lot of those lads are Championship players, except from Fernandes, who was signed on deadline day in August when we first come up, and then Fabian Schär. But apart from that, the rest of the defence is all Championship. But we had a couple of substitutions made. We were ending the game, but it was too little too late. The last 15 minutes, I will look brighter, but you've got to be brighter. And I know Arsenal went on a great win of 10 games unbeaten, got hammered off Liverpool, but Arsenal aren't the side that they used to be, and that's not disrespecting Arsenal, that's a fact. If Arsenal get in the Champions League, that'll be a great season for them, a fantastic season for them. So we could have done more, I think. Look at the next two games are the bigger thing, and we'll talk about now that before we talk about Eddie Howe. But I was just so angry coming out of the stadium, man. Really disappointed, because I wanted more from my team. And I think I was a little bit upset what's happening at home with everything, with the storm and the weather, and the little and upset, and we've got no power and all of that, and I can't even get a phone signal and whatever, right? And that was just playing on my mind, and I thought, wanted to go down in Newcastle, put a bit of fight in. I can take a defeat, but I can't take a defeat when I feel that the team only trying for 15 minutes. They're putting the effort in. That's what I was more upset about. But the next two games are massive, man. We're so cut adrift, and a few of the lads and the WhatsApp are very worried, and I'm starting to feel a little bit worried, even with Eddie Howe coming in. I think if the league starts when Eddie Howe came in, I think Newcastle will be fine. And the only really saving grace that Newcastle have got is the January transfer window, which everyone's pinning their hopes on. It's worrying, isn't it? Because at the minute, and I said this last week, is that we've just got to stay in touch with the likes of Leeds, Watfords, Burnleys. Don't go get cut adrift, because the last thing you want is 10 points cut adrift. Because Newcastle could go on a fantastic run of form when the January transfer window comes. But it might be too little too late. That 10 points might be too much. That's 4 wins. Well, 3 wins and a draw, but our goal difference is shocking. So really that'll be 4 wins if it was 10 point deficit. If we got that, we've got to stay in touch with 4 or 5 points, keep it up. That's why I think Norwich, who are on a great run as well, you've got to remember that Norwich are winning games, 7 points from the last 3 games. And then Burnley, who are really awkward to play against. For me, these next 2 games have got to be wins. 4 points has to be a minimum, and I'll a minimum accept. But realistically, for Newcastle claw themselves back in it, they've got to get 6 points. They've got to, because I'm starting to worry a little bit, even though we can go a little bit crazy in the January transfer window, which I think will happen. Because the new ownership don't want to be laughed at and think, we've just taken over, but we've taken them down. I know we'll bounce straight back because we've got the money to, but that's not the point. They will go crackers and spend money, but that's a video for another day. But here's Eddie Howe.
I thought it was good for the first probably 30-35 minutes. I thought we were solid. I thought we creaked a little bit before half time. Arsenal got on top, and probably the same after half time until the goal. And then obviously I haven't seen it again, but the penalty incident and the second goal, Ramsdale's made a couple of great saves in the game. So I thought we were very close. Could have been very different. Obviously that second goal was a killer blow at that stage of the game. You saw a committed team. I thought you saw a group of players that gave everything. I thought we started brightly. I don't think we were our best with the ball today. I thought there was a lot of counter-attack opportunities for us to deliver better, especially with the players we have in the team. But we ended the game very strongly. We were the team trying to find a way back in. All those characteristics we're going to need. We never dropped our heads today.
So that was Eddie Howe's thoughts on Newcastle today. And yeah, Eddie Howe did come over to the fans, and that was nice of him. He had this actually jacket on today, all of them did, but it was nice that he came over. Really worried. I just wanted to go and do London today and see my team fight, and I just felt that's why I'm calmed down now, because it's been a few hours since the match reaction. I've driven up and I'm in Sheffield, as I say, 2 hours from home now. That is it. We've got plenty more videos to come here on NFTV and the second channel as well. We're all meeting up, the lads as well, so we've got loads of content out for you, because a lot of you like the group videos that we do. But please let me know what you think. Am I right to be annoyed? Because every Newcastle fan should be at the moment. And the one thing I like about this channel is that Sometimes people might not like what we say, but we'll say it honest. We'll say it honest. But anyway, I'm going to stop rumbling on because I'm stressed out. But anyways, help us out. Smash that like. You know, it's by the time I get home, it'll be midnight, and I'm sat in a service station on my own, editing videos, crackers like the old days. I'm not staying over at night because there's no point with the game finishing at 2:30. See you later, everyone.